Hey guys, I'm Janet, on occasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer Battle Replay. So, fighting for his right to party, I'm against License to Ill. So, I absolutely love that name. I think it's fantastic. License to Ill, it's great. Anyway, so as you can see I'm playing Bretonnia, and I'm up against Chaos. So, this should be a fun one. So, yeah, it's a tough one actually to go with the all-cavalry army. There's a lot of units that Chaos can bring, which can really just screw up this sort of strategy. Basically, Chaos warriors with halberds. A few of them, and they are so hard to deal with their high armour and really good anti-large. But luckily I don't have that problem. So anyway, here I've got two Knights of the Realm as my anti-large. Over here I've got the Fey Enchantress with her bodyguard of two Grail Guardians. And front line of just shitty Knights Errant. And I've got the Green Knight there as well. So if we go over to this guy, I couldn't see a lot of his guys. I saw the Shaggoth sticking out from over this hill here. But, so there's the Shaggoth, he's got another one on the other side, he's got two units of Chaos Warhounds with Poison, which are very useful in this matchup. And then, front line of Chaos Marauders, Aspiring Champions, Marauders Great Weapons, Normal Marauders, Great Weapons, Normal Great Weapons, more Aspiring Champions, more Marauders. And here he's got Sigvold Magnificent, and he's got two Chaos Sorcerers of Death. So he's going to be spamming Spirit Leech a lot, which is a good way to get rid of heroes. But you'll see, I don't think he uses it much, my Green Knight. I managed to keep him pretty topped up on health, so yeah, let's speed things up and see how it goes. So so immediately, you know, I start veering off to one side because I see he's got a big line. Actually no, first I had them charging straight in and then went, no, you gotta get them back. So here I decided to get the Knights of the Realm round one side, and you know, because I've got a nice juicy target here with the Fey Enchantress, but of course her bodyguard are fantastic. But with them in this big line, it's going to be a lot easier to attack one side heavily, and yeah, should go well. So you'll see in a second I actually peel off the Green Knight over this side, and I charge in with my Knights Errant in a minute to help try and pin down some of his you know, some of his not cavalry, some of his infantry, and then I can just pull them back while these guys deal with the Shaggoths, which actually I can deal with pretty well, especially once I get the Knights of the Realm in the back there with their great anti-large. So here you can see, you know, nice tidy charge here, so a lot of damage from that. These Knights Errant are going to get a bit surrounded, but now his whole army is fighting one unit, so that's great. Here you can see the Chaos Warhounds didn't last very long. I get nice Earth Blood here, preemptively, because yeah, I want to make sure they don't take much damage. I don't want to lose any models. So here, Green Knight, he's taking an absolute beating, but he can do that. He just resists so much damage, it's fantastic. So look at the Shaggoths, they're barely touching him. So here, pull out my cavalry. Obviously one unit took a lot of damage from that, but you know, I've managed to do some harass, which is good. And, you know, I've got these guys a bit cornered. So you can see a Spirit Leech goes down on the Fey Enchantress. She can heal through that, not a problem. So here, pull these guys out so they're not in sustained combat. Charge in with my Knights of the Realm, who don't do a very good charge, I've got to say, because I had them hard grouped and sometimes they act a bit stupid. But you'll see Chaos Warhounds completely knackered and start to get some real damage on the Shaggoths, which is great. Here, though, you can see big blob coming. Big blob. So obviously I don't want to get surrounded by all these guys. Luckily, he doesn't space them out. Probably for fear of me charging and, you know, manage to take out an entire unit and getting away before he can get me. But he ends up blobbing them together so much. So these charges send so many of them flying, which is really good for me. So here, he starts chasing the Fey Enchantress with one unit. I get the Grail Guardians on him. More Spirit Leech coming down. It's fine. I'm happy with that. The amount of healing I can do with the Fey Enchantress, you know, in this group, it's pretty phenomenal. So here, one of his Shaggoths is taking so much damage, and yeah, I mean, you know, some of his other units start to take a bit of a beating, but really, I'm just trying to get rid of valuable targets here. So unfortunately, one of my Knights Errant was in this group somehow, not sure how he got over here, but he's getting a bit knackered. But yeah, Knights of the Realm things, they're holding out. We've got to remember, these are very tough targets, very tough indeed. If he had them, you know, amongst the rest of his infantry, then that would be crazy. He'd do so much damage. So this is fun. So I get a nice Comet down here. Annoyingly though, there's actually space here. But you'll see, look at the health bars. It does some pretty solid damage to all of his infantry. Against like unarmoured units, it just tears through them. I mean, look at that, half of their health on like all of them. So that's exactly why I was so happy for him to be blobbed up. So here, split some guys off again. So I'm going to send Knights Errant, try and chase him down. Or else they don't really do much, so I send the Knights of the Realm too. But this other Shaggoth is going to go down soon. Now he's got his Wizards in here, he's got his Chaos Sorcerers in the fight. They are not going to last very long in combat. So again, I'm getting more attacks, you know, in the side here. And you can see their leadership is getting really shaken, which is great news for me. So here, another Shaggoth's gone. This one, absolutely knackered, but he's still in the fight somehow. So I'm trying to get rid of him. But you'll see soon with the Green Knight freed up, not having to fight Shaggoths, I can start getting on these 2 sorcerers. So that's really solid. And you can see a lot of wavering is starting to happen. The Green Knight causes terror, so now they're near the Green Knight, they're going to start getting terrified. Yep, so there you go, he's terrified, and a lot of them are going to get terrified. So you'll see soon I'll actually pull out my cavalry and just have them chasing down running units. Because as soon as they come back, everyone else start feeling more comfortable. But no, I'm quite happy just dedicate some of these, you know, quite knackered groups of Knights Errant to go and chase infantry off. Because, yeah, these guys are just going to keep losing leadership. So, and they're all running in the same direction, which is fantastic. So you'll see I'll chase him in a second. And, yeah, you can see their Sorcerer's taking a lot of damage. And if you look at my units, you know, the Fey Enchantress still load of health. Same with the Green Knight, barely been touched. And the Knights of the Realm still doing pretty well there. Those Grail Guardians and these Grail Guardians both pretty healthy still. So I'm going to go for the Shaggoth one more time. Because he's back again. Very annoying. And him. They just don't give up. But then, you know, they're quite big. So probably quite confident bunch, aren't they? So yeah, you can see over here, you know, I'm just chasing away all of his infantry. Right now, he's just got his Aspiring Champions. That's I mean, that's not it, but that's it as far as his infantry line. He's still got Sigvold and his Sorcerer. But yeah, there you go. They all run. So yeah, this worked out brilliantly. Luckily, I had a lot of unarmoured units, so my Knights Errant could actually do some serious damage. I mean, look at this. I mean, I know it's only against Marauders, but the fact is I managed to pin them all and harass them, and the charges just did so much damage to his leadership. And I basically kept his entire front line in a big blob, just by, you know, cycling in these knights, and then, you know, one of that chalice bombardment thing, and yeah, like half of their units died. Each unit lost half its health in that hit, which is just silly. It is unbelievable how much damage that can do when they're all blobbed up like that. But yeah, if he'd surrounded me, would have stopped me from being able to run away as easily. He could have killed. He probably could have wiped out my Knights Errant fairly comfortably, and then he could have got some of this armor piercing from his Chaos Marauders, like in there against my, you know, more serious knights. So, you know, backed up his Shaggoths and his, you know, his sorcerers and everything. So yeah, a few mistakes. Also, he committed his Chaos Warhounds in there with them as well, and there was just no other backup. So obviously the Grail Guardians and the Knights of the Realm, you know, and the 2 heroes. That's half of my army, and probably about 3/4, if not more, of the value of my army was just fighting his 2 Shaggoths. And yeah, the Chaos Warhounds, they just can't survive in a fight like that. So yeah, he just needed to bring his whole army to bear. But yeah, he let me pick the fight. He stayed in that big line, and yeah, I made him pay for it. So, oh, he stayed in that big line until he all just, you know, blobbed up. So, yeah, it was tough. It was tough. So, yeah, I am loving Bretonnia, though. I love playing with them. And, yeah, obviously I'm looking forward to Norsca. But, yeah, really can't wait for them. Mammoths, guys. Mammoths. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do comment, like, and subscribe. You know, it means a lot to me. And, you know, why wouldn't you want to make me happy? So, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.